Have with me today two really engaged NCC students. Up in the upper left-hand corner, you have Leyton Rhodes, who is a second-year law enforcement CSI student. Leyton is also the Vice President of Membership as a State Skills USA officer. Down to my right is Peyton Woods, who's a second-year agriculture science student, who is also our FFA president. And down to my bottom left is Mr. Jeff Green, who is our NCC assistant directors. Thanks for being with us today, guys. Leyton, I'm going to ask you a question. What do you miss most about NCC the last 6 weeks we've been doing? We've had spring break and been on our distance learning platform.
What I miss most is being able to go to class every day, to see all my classmates, run through all of our handling techniques, like see a crime scene investigation or going through different scenes. Like right about now, we would have been doing our body tail unit, but can't really do that when, stuck at home. Or our projects, like recently we had to do a project about researching a different police agency around the world. And usually we do that in front of each other, but instead we had to just send it in and have it completed. So I missed that aspect too, was just being around my peers.
Thank you. Peyton, what was your favorite NCC experience when you were at NCC the past 2 years as an agriculture science student or an NCC student in general?
Probably like conventions, like state or national convention. You just got to get closer like with your FFA members, and that was a lot of fun. And there were a lot of leadership events, and I met a lot of friends through it. I actually met my future roommate for college through it, so I really enjoyed that.
Tell us about your recent success just last week.
I placed second in the state for my equine science proficiency.
Well, congratulations, Peyton. And then here's a question for both of you. One of the things that we pride ourselves on is preparing kids for what that next step looks like by providing relevant experiences as part of our mission. What, either one of you or both of you, what's your next steps, and how did NCC prepare you for that?
I'm going to Northwest in the fall for agriculture business with a minor in agronomy. And before I joined ag, I didn't even know what either of those really meant. So that's really helped shape me into something that I love and enjoy a lot. So.
Good.
And for me, I plan on joining the Coast Guard. And without NCC, I wouldn't even known about the Coast Guard because we have recruiters who constantly come in and out. And I was able to talk to one of them, and I feel like that's what I want to do for my future. So NCC showed me that. Great.
Mr. Green, you have any questions or any thoughts or things you want to ask them while we're here?
Both of you have, outstanding service through your career and technical student organizations, FFA and Skills USA. Can you maybe share a little bit about how those organizations really helped shape where you're going to go with your future?
Well, for Skills USA, I've gone to like many leadership events to where, like, when I went down to Springfield, I facilitated different sessions in front of a bunch of students. So it just showed me like different leadership abilities and how I want to climb the ranks now. Like before any of this, I would just stay at the lowest level, not really push myself to do anything hard. But now at this point, I just want to get as high up as I can. So I feel like through all this training that I've gone through, all this leadership stuff, I can really do something.
Good job. Peyton?
Thanks.
Through FFA, we had to do speaking competitions, and when I first joined NCC, I was very shy and timid, and I did not step outside of my comfort zone at all. And that kind of helped me branch out and join more things. Like I'm in Skills USA too, and through both of those, I've been to a lot of leadership events, and I had to go outside of my comfort zone to compete in events I normally wouldn't compete in. And so that just shows me that there's always room to grow, and you can always go out of your comfort zone.
Safe to say that Mr. Noller and I and all of the NCC staff, your teachers, are very proud of both of you.
Absolutely.
And you guys are great examples of, how successful and how career and technical education and CTSOs can change you and help shape what you're going to become. And I have no doubt that both of you are going to be outstanding people in whatever is next for you, but also after that, and what your lives are going to look like, 5, 10, 15 years from now.
I would agree. I think I had the pleasure to spend time with both of you at different, and some of your classmates at different events. Washington Leadership Experience, and I know that's not the exact name for the Skills USA event, but one of my favorite events of my career. I really enjoyed that, Leyton. That was a great week with you. So I appreciate you teaching me as much as I would have taught you. I learned a lot that week. And then Peyton, I know we had a chance to spend some time at some legislative visits between our February of 2019 and then our April of 2019 events. And so I really enjoyed watching you grow and focus on the political aspect of the organizations. And so appreciate both of you. And this is the kickoff to our senior spotlight chat. So I couldn't have had two better kids to get us kicked off. So thank you for being part of an early morning chat. So appreciate it.